This is Cashing Out on VSiN, the sports betting network.
All right, welcome in. Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo, taking you through the late hours of your Wednesday night right here on the program. I don't want to hear about Luka Doncic's back because him and the Lakers are storming back. They've cut the 10-point deficit in half. It's a 5-point game. They've gotten things as tight as 3 here in the second half, in the third quarter more specifically. Rudy Gobert, who had been the leading scorer for Minnesota, he is in foul trouble. Still is the leading scorer with 20, but he's got 4 fouls despite the 20-point, 11-board double-double. Gobert will head to the bench for a while, only 2 fouls to play with and about 16 and a half minutes of game time. Minnesota unsuccessful getting to the rim. Luka to LeBron, a little out of control, behind the back pass. Lakers moving it around the perimeter. Wow, Luka's got it back. Let's see if they can do anything. Off-balance floater by Doncic. No good, but he drew the contact. He'll head to the line. That was some save by LeBron. Just totally lost his dribble, out of control, and says no worries in one motion. Just swoop that thing up one hand behind the back pass, and it leads to some free throws for Doncic. Great movement there by the Lakers. Doncic, he's got 20. Wow, guy had 12 at the half. Walked out gingerly since the first quarter. He's got 13, 8 of those here in quarter number 3 with a couple of free throws pending. So he's got 20 on the night. LeBron and Hachimura each have 16. Doncic also, if you want any combo props, 7 boards, 5 assists in addition to the scoring that he's accumulated in this one. So he's at the line, down 73-69. Second free throw looming, and takes his sweet time. It's good. Let's update you on the hockey. Winnipeg had pulled ahead after the 2-2 tie. Remember when I said if you want to lay the puck line with Winnipeg as the game was tied 2-2, you can get longer than 2-1? Well, now it's 4-2 Jets. So if you pulled the trigger on that, good on you, because their money line was minus 160. Now it's minus 8,500. St. Louis money line 20-1 as the Jets looking to take a 3-2 lead back to St. Louis for Game 6. Up 4-2 on home ice, 11:30 to play. That new puck line is 2.5. If you lay it with the Jets, you're laying 30 cents. If you take St. Louis plus the 2.5, which in this situation is probably where I'd be more inclined to go, that's even money. So Blues plus 2.5, even money. Jets, when it was tied, minus 1.5, were about plus 210, plus 220, depending on where you shopped. So a couple of playoff games in action right now. A couple of game 5s. 2 very different series as the home team looking to go up 3-2-1. And the home team in hoops, the Lakers, just looking to continue their season as they're down 4, and now they've got the ball. They're going to push it. They've got a 3-on-1. Luka to Hachimura. Alley-oop. Lakers within 2. Boom. Nice movement there by the Lake Show. 2-point game. Been a big third quarter for the Lakers, who, don't forget, were catching 6 and a hook at halftime, down 10. Now as Minnesota misses another shot, Lakers bring the ball up. They've got a chance to tie or take the lead. Let's see if they can do either of those things. Down 2, my goodness. There they go, from 3, it's good. Lakers up. Wow. And now they're minus 2.5. This team was catching 6 and a hook at halftime. Now the Lakers, live with a 1-point lead, are minus 2.5 on their home court. Looking to fight off elimination and keep their season alive. Minnesota to the rim. Again, no good. Again, Lakers pushing it. Wow. Minnesota can't buy one right now. We talked at halftime about Luka threw it to the wrong team, although do we have a foul? Stoppage of some sort. Talked at halftime about their inefficient shooting, Minnesota. Despite having the 10-point lead, they were just 6 of 30 from beyond the arc. So, I mean, the Timberwolves have really missed the mark. They've missed an opportunity to put this one to bed early. I mean, if they were just, 33% from deep, they could have had a 22-point lead at halftime if they were just 10 of 30. instead of 6 of 30. They haven't hit a 3 this entire quarter. 6 of 37. It's abysmal. Lakers have hit 4 threes this quarter. Hachimura's heating up. Wow, 18 points, 4 of 6 from deep. Luka's got 24, 7 and 7. And he's back at the line. How about it? First one, no good. Front rim to the right, out. So a little bit of a break there as LeBron comes back. LeBron was off the court for a quick breather, which is necessary in the second half. You know, I said it after that Game 4 loss at Minnesota where the Lakers choked it away. You can't have LeBron playing 24 minutes in the second half here. You can't have him not going longer than a commercial break of catching his breath. Second free throw for Luka. It's up. It's good. Lakers lead it by 2, 79-77 here in the third. We've got 2 minutes left. Hopefully when the quarter ends, we can update you maybe some live player props in addition to the updated side and total going into quarter number 4 as Minnesota tries to collect themselves here, and they do. Beautiful backdoor cut. Was that Gobert? I mean, you don't see Gobert too often. Cut from the perimeter to the rim. There was no one there. Easy flush for number 27. Give him 22 and 12 on the night. Wow. Uncontested. I mean, just not defended. 79 all. Lakers, though, laying 3.5. That number's gotten bigger even after a missed 3 and another Gobert board. Minute 30 to go. Tied game at Crypto. This is a fun one. Jets Blues, we're inside 10 minutes to go there. Speaking of fun ones, that environment in Winnipeg, that has to be one of the more underrated. And if you're a true hockey fan and a hockey purist, you might not like my use of underrated because maybe you're like, no. Hockey diehards know just how good Winnipeg is. But obviously, not a major market, not a place that gets a lot of attention for the casual hockey fan. The Winnipeg Jets faithful have really showed up for their home games as they look to improve to 3-0. They say a series doesn't start till the road team wins. Well, if Winnipeg holds on here, home team will be 5-0 to start this series. Far cry from that Knicks-Pistons series where the road team is 4-1 thus far. And road teams have rattled off 4 straight in that series since the Knicks took the opener. LeBron at the line here for the Lakers as they reclaim the lead, 80-79. And with a couple of free throws underway in LA, folks, want to remind you that if you're looking for a new way to feel the rush this Kentucky Derby, our friends at First Bet are your front row seat to the fastest 2 minutes in sports and so much more. You can bet on the Derby and hundreds of other races every day over at firstbet.com. That's the number one, STBet.com. New users can use the promo code VEASAN200 and grab a $200 sign-up bonus. So get ready. The Derby starts at firstbet.com. LeBron missed the second free throw, and Minnesota promptly turned it on over. So Lakers ball, 58 to go, up 1 as they try to expand on this lead a bit going into the intermission before the fourth quarter. As they move the ball around and the clock winds down, we'll try to pull up some live player props, see who's poised for potentially a big fourth quarter. LeBron off the glass, just short, no good. Wolves ball, 30 to go. 80-79, Lakers lead. They've outscored Minnesota by 11 this quarter. And here come the Wolves at the rim. Gobert, offensive board off the missed layup, put back. It's the Rudy Gobert show for the Wolves. My goodness, he is having one of the better playoff games of his career, especially offensively. Remember, folks, his points prop was 6.5. He's in the 20s. He was over that in the second quarter. Let's see what Reeves can do here, trying to facilitate. 3, 2, 1. Left wing 3, up, in and out, no good. Gobert board, 81-80. Minnesota leads it going in to the fourth quarter. Let's update the odds real quick because we only have about 2 minutes here before we go to commercial and then this game resumes. The LA Lakers are favorites, trailing by 1, 12 minutes to go. After that big third quarter where they outscored Minnesota 31-22, the Lakers are laying 1.5 live, -5 cents. So they would need to be +2 in the fourth quarter, right? Down 1. They'd have to win by, +3. They'd have to outscore the Wolves by 3 in the fourth quarter. Live total, currently it's 161, right? 81-80. That total is 214.5 live. Lakers money line -40 cents. Wolves money line +110. If you're going to play the Lakers, lay the 1.5. And if you're going to play the Wolves, might as well go money line plus the 10 cents. All right, let's go live player points here. Luka is up to 25. His over-under, 32.5. So if you think Luka's got 8 more in the tank after a guy who's put up 19 in the last 2 quarters, second and third quarter, 19 points. He only had 6 after 1. His over-under, 32.5, -105. Gobert's over-under is light. He's at 24 points right now, folks. His over-under is 27.5. They're asking you to take 4 points for Gobert in the fourth quarter. 2 buckets, 2 dunks. That seems light. LeBron, as always, feels a little inflated. He's at 17. His live mark is 26.5. So he would need 10 in the fourth quarter to go over that. Even money to the over, -130 to the under. I don't want to touch that. Hachimura, he's at 18. They're giving you 21.5 +110. Guy's got 4 threes tonight. You only need 4 points out of Hachimura in the fourth quarter to go over 21.5. Between Gobert and Hachimura, you would just need 4 points for each of those guys, and they must hear me because Gobert just went up to 28.5, and now it's back down. These are moving. Check them out. Live player point props up right now. Fourth quarter action when we resume cashing out with Joe Ceraulo.
Out here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Cashing Out continues with me, Joe Ceraulo, here as we continue this Lakers T-Wolves live watch. 82 all, 10.5 to go. What a game we've got on our hands as Austin Reeves coughs it up. And is that a foul? Is that out of bounds? What's the call there? Alexander Walker fell out of bounds, but it didn't look like he was pushed. Yet they're saying it might be a foul because, that's the only way Minnesota could come away with this. He fell out of bounds with the ball. So they'll sort that out. No one's giving me answers here, so we'll see what happens. Who has the ball when they come? Oh, yeah, you know what? He did get pushed. That was Finney Smith gave him a little backhand, kind I used to get as a kid when I'd speak out of turn. That was rough. 10.5 to go, 82 all. Wolves ball, they're reviewing it. Winnipeg up 4-2. 5 minutes to go, 4:40 to be exact. There on the ice. And we're going to start looking ahead to some round 2 action on the ice because we've got some round 2 matchups set. Washington, Carolina, going to square off that Metro division. And the Hurricanes, despite being the lower seed, are right now 50-cent favorites over at DraftKings on the series price. Washington, plus $1.30. Despite having the most points in the entire Eastern Conference. So, I know a lot of people were on Carolina coming into the postseason. They probably agree with that price. But if you think this Washington team's got a little magic, some late career magic by Ovi potentially, well, plus 130 on the series for a team that had the most points in the East in the regular season might be worth your time. Let's see if we've got game 1 odds for Monday. We do. Cinco de Mayo. How about that? That's when that series is going to start. Carolina, an ever so slight favorite, -115, but Washington is still in minus money territory, -105 as the slight home dog there. So practically a pick'em. Game 1, the Hurricanes have time to rest. Both teams do. Hurricanes only have 1 extra day. Obviously, they got the banged-up goaltender after that Devils series. They allowed 3 quick ones to the Devils, 4 total in their overtime clinching Game 5 win. I don't know. I was really low on my Devils that series. And even though Carolina won it in 5, and I said that they'd probably win it in 5, and we were spot on there, it wasn't a pretty 5-game win. The Devils had opportunities, and ultimately their defense was just atrocious, and they let Carolina storm back inexcusably in that Game 5. But the Hurricanes, I thought, should have put the Devils away with more ease than they did. And I'm not talking a 4-1 series like on paper that looks like ease. I mean, if you actually watched those games, Carolina didn't assert their dominance the way that I thought they should have the entire series. Couple games here and there, yes. The entire series, no. Washington, I feel like, looked much more dominant against, I think, a Habs team that probably had a little more momentum going into the postseason. Certainly was healthier than the Devils were going into the playoffs, right? Devils had a good regular season. No Jack Hughes. They're missing their best player. Come on now. I think Washington's the play. Game 1, -105. I'm intrigued by that. If you're going to get the Capitals as underdogs, even though it's not a plus money play, they're still underdogs on their home ice. It's a team I can get behind. They've had a great year, and I'm not ready to count them out. Winnipeg, ready to count St. Louis out. 4 minutes to go. 4-2 Jets, outshooting the Blues 25-16, it looks like, unless the glare is interfering. I think that's the number. So Winnipeg been asserting some dominance out there. On the puck line, well, it's frozen. -2.5 was just -$4 for Winnipeg. My goodness. That's like absurd if anyone would risk that. I mean, empty netters are no sure thing. We'll look at tomorrow's action as the program resumes. We've got 4 games on Thursday. Ottawa, a favorite. I mean, this one, again, both teams in minus money territory. Leafs -102, Senators -118. I think Ottawa might stretch this out to a Game 7. This is like Groundhog Day for Toronto. 1-13 since 2018 in potential clinching opportunities. I mean, could they go up 3-1 to potentially a Game 7? The way I feel about this Leafs-Senators series is practically identical to how I feel about my Knicks against Detroit. This is the hockey equivalent of the Knicks-Pistons series right now in my estimation. And I don't feel good if I'm a Leafs fan. I don't care what kind of regular season we just had. I don't care we got home ice. Should it go to a Game 7? It shouldn't have gone to a Game 6, let alone a Game 7. Now Ottawa's got home ice. That place is going to be rocking with thousands of people who hate the Maple Leafs. I think Ottawa wins this Game 6. Knights going to Minnesota, looking to wrap it up. They're $1.65 favorites. Minnesota +140 at home. Trying to get this back to town, back to Vegas for a Game 7 that hopefully wouldn't be on the same night as cashing out. Hate that traffic going home, passing T-Mobile. Dallas, Colorado. Avalanche were the favorites to hoist the cup. Now they're facing elimination. I mean, that's the Western Conference playoffs have just been sensational. And you could say both NBA and NHL, but I think they've been a little better in the Stanley Cup playoffs. 3 Western Conference playoff games Thursday. The nightcap, LA Edmonton. Edmonton went down 2-0. Now they've won 3 straight. And they're at home with a chance to clinch it. And for the 4th straight year, send the Kings home. I kind of hope they do it. As someone who lives in LA, not a Kings fan, Devils fan, so a little extra sour towards the Kings, because although I was at a game the Devils won, but I was at that 2012 Cup. To go up 2-0 and lose 4 straight, let's see if it happens. LA, one of the best home ice teams in hockey all season, blew a chance, Game 5, and on the road, very, very subpar. Well, now they're going to Edmonton. Season's on the line. Got to try to get it back home for a Game 7. I don't know that they will. Oilers, 60-cent favorite. Kings plus $1.35. If you took the puck line with Winnipeg, good for you. What the hell do I know? They've got one. 5-2 Jets, 3 minutes to go. They put the empty netter in. Winnipeg, 3 straight unanswered goals, asserting themselves with a chance to now go to St. Louis and clinch this weekend. How about the Jets? A lot of people, and look, you were getting a pretty sexy, appealing plus money price, so I understand, but a lot of people were leaning the Blues direction in this one, right? Winnipeg, Hellbuck, who's got that reputation that he's phenomenal regular season, phenomenal international play, playoffs come, he chokes. And the Blues, albeit it was a much different roster, now we're already looking at like the wrong side of a half decade ago, 5-6 years ago when they hoisted the cup. The Blues, a team that's got the reputation of being able to win in the playoffs. You were getting nearly 2-1, right? What, plus $1.80, 85 series price coming in. So St. Louis was a pretty popular, I don't want to say pick as in best bet, but a lot of people were talking about the St. Louis Blues with upset potential here. And Winnipeg trying to assert themselves, go 3-0 at home, go up 3-2 on the series, 2 minutes to go, and then that'll be done. And they'll be heading to St. Louis with a chance to clinch. How about our producer, Jared Moore? He chimes in. Hey, Jared, make sure you tweet at the show, at the Joe Ceraulo. And Jared says, I still kind of like the Blues in 7. Well, it's all right, Jared. We're all entitled to our opinion. I'm not going to hold it against you. But I don't know. Winnipeg looks pretty good right now. Connor Hellebuyck's had a hell of a game. He has made some impressive saves, standing on his head at times. And I have really liked what I've seen out of him in this contest after Winnipeg dropped a couple in a row at St. Louis. But Jared's 2 cents. He thinks the Blues are still in this. Can we get a series price? Or is it frozen because the game is in action right now? Nope. Odds are never frozen. Come on, you can bet anything. We're going to talk Ukrainian ping pong up next. St. Louis, plus 370 to win the series. Wow. Jared, are you betting that? You could say it in my ear. You could message me. Plus 370, Blues series. What do you think? He's thinking about it. All right. I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for breakfast tomorrow. Jared's thinking about plus 370 on the St. Louis Blues. It's been a slow start to the fourth quarter. If you're wondering why we haven't touched on that Lakers-Wolves game in a while, it's because they've only played 3 minutes of action. There's only been, 5 combined points. Minnesota leads it 84-82. The odds have not changed at all. The totals come down, but it is still LA minus 1.5 at minus 105. Although that actually just flipped. It is now Minnesota minus 1.5, LA plus 1.5, and it's 15 cents juice each direction. So Winnipeg, St. Louis is going to go final as we approach the commercial in 30 seconds here. That game's going to be over. Lakers, Wolves, the final 9 minutes. We're going to take you home. All the live action, all the ways to get involved, and more. You're not going to want to miss this. We'll keep you updated on the live player point props. See who's going to go over those marks we discussed. Hachimura was 21.5. He's at 20. It was plus 110 going into the fourth quarter. He's got the Lakers' lone bucket here in the fourth. 2 more points, and he'll be over that mark. It's Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo. Stick with us. More Lakers-Wolves live betting up next.
Welcome back to Cashing Out here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Cashing Out continues with me, Joe Ceraulo, taking you through your Wednesday night and the conclusion of this Lakers-Wolves game. Here, Rudy Gobert to the line. We touched on his over-under coming into the fourth quarter for points was 27.5. It's still there. It's plus $1.20. He's got 25 as he goes 1 of 2 from the line. So 3 points needed from the guy who had 24 coming into the fourth. He now has 25. 7 minutes to go. He's been the leading scorer for Minnesota with his 25 in this one. Luka has 26 as he's the new leading scorer for the game at the line himself. Lakers down 87-86 here as Luka gets the first free throw home. So this is going to be neck and neck down the stretch. Lakers were down a point, but laying 1.5 coming into the fourth quarter. They're down 1 here after Luka's first free throw. Went 1 for 2 his last trip to the line, did Doncic. This game much tighter than the earlier game. Warriors-Rockets. Houston went wire to wire. 4.5 point favorites, depending on the shop. And they just dominated Golden State from start to finish. Up 27 at the half, up 27 after 3. Won it by 16. Luka misses the second free throw. Rob Lowe shakes his head in disgust. Rob Lowe. Love the camera cutting right to him as Luka misses the free throw. That was great timing. Great job by the director out there working this game. Minnesota misses a shot on the other end. Lakers down 1, coming back to it. Luka spins his way into a trap. All right, little theatrical there, Doncic. Here's LeBron creating. Finney Smith, no good. Finney Smith missing a layup. Not sure if he got fouled there. There was a stoppage. I don't know if it was out of bounds or a foul, but LeBron penetrated, drew the attention. Beautiful pass. Excuse me, that was Vanderbilt. So correction. But beautiful bounce pass into Vanderbilt, and Gobert just sunned him from behind. Wow. Out of bounds on Minnesota. Lakers ball. Gobert's got 25 and 20. He's got a Barbara Walters, folks. 25 and 20. He's playing out of his mind. Here's Doncic at the free throw line. Pulls up as the shot clock expires. Floater. That thing was so pure. Wow. Lakers up 88-87. That was a thing of beauty. That floater by Doncic, who, just, looked like he was holding the ball, had nothing to create. Flicked it up, and just the softest touch right from the free throw line. Here's Jules trying to back his way in. He gets to the paint. Touch not quite as soft as Doncic. Wolves offensive board. Foul on 17. I don't want to say the wrong name again. That's Finney-Smith getting called for, I don't know if that was an over the back or a reach in, but a foul on the floor coming off of the rebound. Been a quiet fourth quarter, huh? How about it? 6 minutes in, there have been 16 total points as the Wolves get back. Oh, wow, Finney-Smith's done. That was foul number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Finney-Smith moving from the bench to the rotation after he played 41 minutes off the bench game 4, and he has fouled out. We're going to see a lot more of Vanderbilt down the stretch here. Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent have seen a noticeable uptick in their minutes, and I criticized J.J. Redick for not playing them enough in game 4. Well, they've got 2 combined points with 41 combined minutes. That is what some people would call no bueno. 2 points, 41 minutes. That's disgusting. Lakers without Finney-Smith now, down 1. Each team with 8 points halfway through the fourth quarter. It's been a low-scoring affair. LeBron spinning, comes up short. Reeves thought he was going to get the offensive board off an air ball, just grazed rim, goes back into the hands of the Wolves. Here's DiVincenzo, pulls up from deep, front rim, no good, Gobert! Wow. Offensive board, dunk, put back, all in one. Wolves by 3, 5.5 to go. Rudy Gobert, career night. He's got 27. Wow. 1 point away, by the way, from that over 27.5 plus money on that live point total. He can't be stopped. He's 12 of 15 from the floor. Add in 3 free throws, 21 boards, 2 blocks. Still playing aggressive despite 4 fouls. Rudy Gobert gets a lot of criticism. Say what you want about him. He's having the game of his lifetime right here, trying to send LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers home. Wow. On a night where Minnesota has shot 14.5% from 3. They are 6 of 41 from deep, 0 for 11 in the second half. Rudy Gobert has kept the Timberwolves in this thing. 3-point lead, 5.5 to go. 0 for 11 this half from 3. Shooting 40% from the floor. Lakers shooting 45% from the floor. But the Wolves, way more volume. 13 more shots, 2 more makes. Wow. Rudy Gobert, have yourself a night. Exploiting the lack of size on the Lakers side of things. LeBron's got 17 for the Lakers. Luka 28, Hachimura 20. 4 points off the bench for LA, 22 for Minnesota. Size and depth being exploited beautifully by the Timberwolves. Hey folks, as this game heads to commercial break, you want to know where the money's really going? Unlike other sources, our betting splits here at VSiN come straight from Circa and DraftKings, giving you insight into where the sharp action's landing. Circa, of course, known for taking big bets from the pros, while DraftKings provides a broader market perspective. That means you're getting the real action, not just public money, but the kinds of wagers that move lines. See the percentage of bets versus the handle on every game, every sport, helping you make smarter, more informed bets. Get VSiN's summer special right now. Just $59 limited time offer till August 1st at VSiN.com/subscribe. You don't want to miss that. The final game of the night. Lakers, Wolves, 91-88, Minnesota. What a game it's been for Rudy Gobert. The Wolves have shot terribly in this one. Outside of Gobert, they are just 20 for 65 from the floor. I mean, let me pull out the calculator. That is less than 31% from the floor. 14.5% from three. This has been an offensive disgrace by Minnesota, yet they're up 3. Lakers needing everything they can get out of Doncic, out of LeBron, out of Hachimura. Austin Reeves, another no-show night. He's got 12, but he's 2 of 10 from 3. Moment looking too big for him. 6 turnovers. Lakers as a team, 14 turnovers. Minnesota just 11. Not great either end, but Wolves winning that battle. Rudy Gobert is just playing out of his freaking mind. I mean, this guy has obviously, throughout times in his career, deservedly so, been the subject of quite a bit of criticism, as here tonight he becomes the second Wolves player ever with a 2020 playoff game. Kevin Garnett did it 4 times. You might have heard of him. Lakers miss another 3. LeBron gets the offensive board, misses the mid-range putback. That was Reeves again, right? Missing from 3? No, Maxi Kleber, who has only played 3 minutes off the bench. That's the guy you want in there in crunch time, right? That's the guy you want shooting down the stretch. The lack of depth on this team is dumbfounding. It really is. And I know that trade with Charlotte would have been huge. But that trade got nixed a long time ago. You had plenty of time to figure your stuff out. Here's Doncic with it. Kleber sets the screen. Comes back and sets another. Lakers need Luka and LeBron here. 3-point deficit, 4.5 to go. Luka takes a 3 from Inglewood. Comes up short. Yeah, no crap, he came up short. LeBron's 3, also no good. But it looks like a foul going for the board. Going to be against Edwards? McDaniel? Yeah, Edwards, it looks like. Just his second. He's had a quiet night. 0 for 9 from 3. 4 of 16 from the floor. 13 points. 9 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals. So he's doing the hustle plays. But, I'm sorry, was that? I think that was Edwards. Edwards, McDaniels, and Kleber all got tangled up. I thought Edwards committed most of the contact there, but McDaniels was exchanging some pleasantries with Kleber. I'm not sure who headed to the bench there, as we've got Luka. Who is that? No, that's Reeves on the floor. Sorry, wrong white guy. Another hard screen. More hard contact. Things getting a little chippy down the stretch here. I'll tell you, though, there is not much offense down the stretch here. Just 18 combined points in 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. That live total got as high as 214.5. It is now 199.5. If you went under, good on you. If you went over, I'm sorry. I mean, unless this game goes triple overtime, that over on the live total appears to be dead and gone. We'll get the finish, the conclusion of this one. Up next, it's Cashing Out with Joe Ceraulo.
Welcome back to Cashing Out here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Cashing Out continues here on VSiN with me, Joe Ceraulo. We should be getting a conclusion in the next 10 minutes or so with this Lakers-Wolves game. Currently, the way things stand, Minnesota up 4, 95-91 over the Lakers as they get a quick bucket coming out of the break. They are now laying 3.5 on the live number. That's plus money if you lay 3.5 there, plus 105 for the Wolves. But the Lakers season, ladies and gentlemen, might be coming to an end. On the court for the Lakers, LeBron, Luka, Reeves. Finney-Smith has fouled out. Who's the rest? Hachimura. And then is that Vanderbilt out there for him, the fifth man? Jules Randle, nice job getting to the rim for Minnesota. Whoever it is, maybe Gabe Vincent just hanging out in the corner as Luka gets to the rim and the layup. No good. Minnesota pushing it and up 6 just like that. Out of the timeout. Back-to-back buckets for the Wolves. 6-point deficit. About 2:10 to go. Lakers might be going home. Here's LeBron, left wing, 3. That looks off. It is off. Back iron and out. Wow, neither team able to get squat from deep. I don't think Minnesota has not hit a 3 the entire second half. And the Lakers are enabling them to lead late in a game in which that's been the case. Edwards misses another 3. Long rebound. It was going Wolves, but I think that was Jules Randle. Tracked down the board, and then momentum took him out of bounds. Lakers ball down 6, 2 to go. Doncic wanted DiVincenzo went up. Doncic wanted to contact the call. Come on, Luka. You got like 7 inches on DiVincenzo. Come on. Lakers get a 3. There it is. Hachimura. He's over that fourth quarter live player point. Hey, we talked about Gobert, Hachimura, how the book was setting it at like 3.5 points for each in the fourth quarter with the live total. Well, Hachimura's over that now. That was plus money. Gobert also was plus money. And Minnesota answers. My goodness, what timing. Mike Conley, the vet, first 3 of the second half for the Wolves. It comes with 85 seconds to go. And they're back up 6. Lakers have made it a 1-bucket game. Conley from the corner. How many times has that happened in his career? As Austin Reeves misses a layup. Man, Austin Reeves, no-show. Absolute no-show tonight. I don't care. Take your 12 points and shove them. Absolute no-show. Like 2 of 11 from deep. Inefficient shooting. Bad night for Reeves. Wolves trying another 3. Wow, way too much. Randle, you throwing a shot put, buddy? Come on, man. I like Jules Randle. That was ugly. Here's Vincent trying to answer for the Lakers from deep. That's no good. Front iron, glass, and into the hands of DiVincenzo. The Lakers are fouling now. Folks, this is where the Lakers season is going to end. Wow. For everyone who said Lakers in 5, if you had Minnesota in 5, please raise your hand or tweet at us at the Joe Ceraulo. This thing's about to end. You could have, in a span of 24 hours, the Lakers, Clippers, and Kings all witness their season come to an end. Lakers down 3-1 coming into this one. Clippers and Kings down 3-2, both playing a game 6 simultaneously on Thursday night. Could be a bad 24 hours for LA sports. My goodness. And the Angels are playing. So that's, although real Los Angelonians don't consider the Angels. It's true. When I lived in New York, I was like, oh, LA's got 2 teams. And then I moved out to LA 3 years ago. And you realize the Angels are not an LA team. You realize that very quickly. Minnesota hits both from the stripe. 102-94. 38 seconds left. I'm going to say it. This one is over, folks. This one is over. 8 points, 38 seconds. The Lakers would need a Pacer-like finish. Indiana was down 7 to Milwaukee, 40 seconds to go in overtime on Tuesday night. Won the game, 8 unanswered. But, Minnesota doesn't have Gary Trent inbounding, so I don't think the Lakers are going to get that. Down 8, 38 seconds left. This one is over. It's just a matter of the clock hitting triple zeros. Folks, this summer, go all in right here at Circa Las Vegas with the ultimate getaway package. Just $400 all in. With that, you'll get a 2-night stay at Circa, a $100 dining credit, a $100 beverage credit, and your very own daybed at Stadium Swim, where the party never ends. All that for just $400, resort fees and taxes included. Good luck finding a better deal. This limited time offer, only valid for stays between May 26th and September 4th. So my Geminis, my Cancers, get out here for your birthday. 2 nights. Come on now. Don't miss out. Lock in your all-in summer package right now at CircaLasVegas.com. I know our producer Jared Moore is going to take advantage of that 2-night all-in special. $400, your own day bed at Stadium Swim. Are you kidding me? $100 beverage credit? I can get like 3.5 of those tall mango slushy drinks at Stadium Swim for $100. Count me in. I can't believe this is how that Lakers season's going to end. On their home court. LA, ladies and gentlemen, was 31-10 at home in the regular season. 31-10. Going to fall to 1-2 on their home court here. And frankly, they played better. It felt like games 3 and 4 at Minnesota, at least for the first 3 quarters. Choke jobs in the fourth quarter each game. LeBron gets to the rim, DiVincenzo with the ball. Are they going to foul or are they going to let this one run out? What's the shot clock, game clock difference? 10 seconds here? Now they foul? Really? You let half the shot clock run off before you decided to foul. It's quite peculiar. Jules Randle to the line. I can't believe this. This is some embarrassing showing by the Lakers. Defensively, did their job, held Minnesota, but 16 points in the fourth quarter. So now the last 3 games of this series, Minnesota's fourth quarter outputs. Read 19, 20, 16. That's pretty bad, huh? That's a team with no depth. And they logged minutes tonight. Their bench gave them 50 minutes in this one. That's a team with no depth. They're going to dribble it out, it looks like. Down 7, 103-96, going to hold. 20 points in the fourth quarter, game 3. 19 in the fourth quarter, game 4. 16 in the fourth quarter, game 5. Wow. Minnesota, who reached the conference finals a year ago, going back to the second round. 103-96. The 6th seed prevails. Nearly 2-1 to win the series against the Lakers. Everyone was sharpieing the Lakers into the next round. Oh, Lakers, Golden State. Not this year. Wow. Just a flat offensive performance. A team that ran out of gas. The LA Lakers had all the momentum in the world in this one. All the momentum in the world with that third quarter 31-22 outburst. Down 1 going into the fourth. They lose by 7. If you told me the Lakers held Minnesota to 22 in the fourth, I'd tell you the Lakers win the game, right? Held them to 22 in the third. They scored 31. Problem is they scored half of that in the fourth quarter, 16. Minnesota did not shoot the ball well in this one. They made 1 3 in the second half. 1 for 17 from beyond the arc in the second half. 15% from 3 on the night. 7 of 47. Gobert, 12 of 15 from the floor. Every Timberwolf not named Gobert combined to go 24 of 74 from the floor. Less than 33% outside of Rudy Gobert. They shot poorly, but they destroyed the Lakers on the glass. How about 54-37? Wow. Plus 10 on the offensive glass, plus 17 on the boards. Won the turnover battle by 4. Steals, blocks, plus everywhere. Just played a more complete game. Lakers looked like a 2-man show. Luka, 28, 9 assists, 7 boards. LeBron, 22, 6 assists, 7 boards. Hachimura, 23. He goes over his marks. Austin Reeves, a flat 12. 6 turnovers by Reeves. More cashing out up next.